Have you ever heard of the Silent Manor? Nestled between the dense, shadowy forests and the foreboding mountains of a secluded town known as Raven's Hollow, lies a mystery that has baffled generations. A chilling tale that has lain dormant for centuries, whispered in hushed, fearful tones by the townsfolk, the legend of the Silent Manor. An old mansion, abandoned and forgotten by time, stands on the outskirts of the town. Its eerie silence is a stark contrast to the bustling life of the town. The mansion, known as the Silent Manor, is said to be cursed, a place where an unspeakable tragedy occurred, leaving it devoid of life and filled with an oppressive silence that seems to consume everything. The manor's chilling tale piqued the interest of a daring investigative journalist named Emily. Known for her knack of unraveling the darkest mysteries, she was intrigued by the legends and rumors surrounding the Silent Manor. She delved into the history, uncovering a long-forgotten tale of a family massacre that had once painted the mansion's walls with blood. Undeterred by the ominous legends, Emily found herself in Raven's Hollow. The locals eyed her with a mix of curiosity and fear, their lips sealed shut about the horrors that lurk just beyond the edge of town. However, Emily's determination to uncover the truth was unwavering. Armed with nothing but a flashlight and her relentless pursuit of the truth, Emily ventured into the Silent Manor under the cover of darkness. The mansion's creaking floorboards echoed her cautious steps. Its shadows danced menacingly on the walls as she explored room after room, her heart racing in the intensified silence. But Emily was not one to be deterred. She was there to uncover the truth, the mystery of the Silent Manor. And so, under the cloak of night, Emily ventured into the eerie silence of the mansion. Her journey had just begun. Little did she know the Silent Manor was far from being an ordinary mansion. Its secrets were buried deep within, waiting to be unearthed. The mansion's creaking floorboards echoed with each cautious step Emily took. As she ventured into the heart of Silent Manor, the world outside seemed to fade away, replaced by an oppressive silence that clung to the air like a mist. Every room she entered was a snapshot of a time long past, frozen in an eerie tableau of dust and decay. The once grand mansion now lay in ruin, its splendor masked by years of neglect. Shadows danced on the walls, teasing Emily's imagination with phantoms of the mansion's gruesome past. The air grew colder with each passing moment, a chilling reminder of the lifeless void that Silent Manor had become. As Emily delved deeper into the mansion, her flashlight barely pierced the inky darkness. The silence was deafening. The only sound her own heartbeat pounding in her ears, a frantic drumbeat matching her rising fear. Yet she pressed on, her determination unwavering. In the depths of the mansion's basement, Emily stumbled upon something unexpected, a hidden door almost camouflaged by the surrounding stone. A shiver of anticipation ran down her spine. This was it, the key to unraveling the mystery that had held Raven's Hollow in its icy grasp for centuries. With a deep breath, Emily pushed the door open, revealing a narrow staircase spiraling downwards. The path ahead was shrouded in darkness, the air thick with an inexplicable sense of foreboding. The descent was slow and treacherous, each step taking Emily further from the realm of the known. As she reached the bottom, a putrid smell filled the air, a nauseating mix of damp and decay. The scent was so strong, so visceral, it was as if Emily had stepped into another world entirely. Yet she was not deterred. She was on the cusp of a revelation, the truth lying just beyond the veil of darkness. Emily tightened her grip on the flashlight, her heart pounding like a drum in the echoing silence. The beam of light cut through the darkness, illuminating the path ahead. Her breath hitched as she took the first step into the unknown. A putrid smell filled the air as Emily descended into the unknown. In the flickering light of her flashlight, Emily saw rows of life-sized, eerily lifelike dolls, an unsettling sight that sent a shiver down her spine. The dim illumination of her flashlight revealed the dolls' uncanny resemblance to the human form, their vacant eyes reflecting back the cold, artificial light. As Emily moved closer, her heart pounding in her chest, a horrifying realization dawned upon her. Each doll, meticulously crafted with disturbing precision, bore a striking resemblance to the victims of the long-ago massacre, as if someone had painstakingly preserved their final moments in these lifeless figures. The dolls, each one a chilling effigy, seemed to narrate a story of terror and despair, their faces forever frozen in silent screams. The air grew colder, and the oppressive silence deepened, amplifying the eerie hum that filled the chamber. Emily felt a growing sense of dread, a primal fear that sent her instincts into overdrive. Her mind screamed for her to flee, but her body was rooted to the spot, held captive by the horrifying spectacle. The chamber, a grotesque gallery of the past, seemed to close in on her. Emily's breath hitched as she noticed the doll's eyes tracking her every move. A cold sweat broke on her forehead. Her flashlight trembled in her hand, casting monstrous shadows that danced mockingly on the walls. The dolls, once motionless, began to twitch and jerk, their lifeless limbs coming to a grotesque semblance of life. Panic surged through Emily's veins. She turned to escape, only to find the entrance she had come through had vanished. The chamber was alive with movement, the doll's jerky motions mimicking a macabre dance of the dead. Emily's heart pounded in her chest, echoing the deafening silence of the chamber. She was trapped, her only companions, the haunting figures that seemed to come alive in the gloom. The dolls, their lifeless eyes filled with an insidious spark, continued their grotesque performance, their silent screams echoing in Emily's ears. A realization hit her with chilling certainty. She had unearthed a horror that was meant to remain buried. The dolls, once motionless, began to twitch and jerk, their lifeless limbs coming to a grotesque semblance of life. In the days that followed, Raven's Hollow was plagued by an unshakable silence. The once vibrant chatter of the townsfolk was replaced by an eerie hush, a dreadful quiet that seemed to echo the chilling secret of Silent Manor. The wind whispered through the trees, carrying with it the tale of Emily's harrowing discovery. The mansion, once a looming presence on the outskirts of town, now stood reclaimed by nature, its dark history seeping into the soil. The once creaking floorboards and dancing shadows were now silent and still, an ominous tribute to the ghastly tableau that lay hidden within its depths. Emily, our daring investigative journalist, was forever changed. She carried the memory of Silent Manor like a shadow, a haunting echo that refused to fade. Sleep eluded her, replaced by the lifeless eyes of the preserved dolls that seemed to follow her into her dreams. Her pursuit for truth had led her to a chilling revelation, a curse that would forever echo in the silence. Emily, haunted by the memory of Silent Manor, struggled to find solace, forever tormented by the echoing silence that had claimed the cursed estate.